Well, Shep, a leadership aide described the mood as one of irritation and befuddlement after President Trump's 11th hour challenge to members of Congress who had already left Washington, having passed the $2 trillion, 5,000-plus page bill covering both government funding through September and about $900 billion in COVID relief. Now, President Trump wants to strip certain spending provisions his administration requested and increase the amount of the direct checks, but neither of those is expected to move forward, I have learned from sources. GOP leader Kevin McCarthy, a key ally of Trump's, is expected to object to Democrats' efforts to seek unanimous support for $2,000 checks. And in response, McCarthy's plan is to address President Trump's concern on spending by separating out State Department and foreign aid from the rest of government spending. Democrats are expected to object to that, and we will be back again at square one. The question then becomes, will the president actually veto it? The New York Times is reporting that McCarthy told his Republican colleagues on a call this afternoon that he talked to the president, who told him he hasn't decided whether or not to veto it. Now, Trump could also quietly veto it, the so-called pocket veto, by letting 10 days lapse before signing it, but unemployment benefits would expire and the government would shut down before that actually happened. Shep?
Kayla, also before he left, the president vetoed the massive defense spending bill.
That's right. This was a separate $740 billion bill funding the military, and he had long said that unless it included protections for the names of military monuments and stripped content protections for these big social media companies, that he would veto it. And that's exactly what he did. Those are the reasons that he cited this afternoon in doing so. But some of the Republican senators who had criticized the president for trying to add some of these unrelated issues to defense spending are not backing down. Senator Jim Inhofe, who is one who ended up in Trump's crosshairs for refusing to combine specifically the tech and military issues, just today tweeting this in response, saying the NDAA has become law every year for 59 years straight because it's absolutely vital to our national security and our troops. This year must not be an exception. Our men and women who volunteer to wear the uniform shouldn't be denied what they need, ever. We should note that NDAA had a veto-proof majority in both chambers, and we're expecting the House to meet on December 28th to override that veto. Shep?
Kayla, thanks.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.